The Mixed Mornings and More podcast with Steph and Sean.
Now available daily.
Good morning, world.
Hey. Good morning. Happy Tuesday, November 15th. It's payday, Steph.
Oh, wow. All
for
right.
us, at least, and maybe for you, too. Cool.
On a Tuesday. Why
yeah.
not?
Hey, I got a question for everyone. This is for all my side sleepers out there, okay?
Okay.
Are you a side sleeper?
No, I'm not.
Well, get out of here.
I'm sorry. I'm a back sleeper, unless I have a cold.
Forget about it, okay? Side sleepers, where are we putting how are we positioning our legs when we're on our sides? Now, once I find a comfy position, I'm out and I'm just sleeping like crazy, but trying to find a comfy position for my legs like switches every night, and I don't understand it.
Well, that's interesting. Like, maybe you're not actually a side sleeper. Maybe your body is trying to tell you they would rather you sleep on your stomach or your back.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like I try and convince myself, oh, this will be comfy. And then I'm like, no, you tried that for the last 14 years and it has never worked.
And what are your legs doing? Like, how are you finding that many positions to switch every night? Like,
well, yeah, one that I do all the time, and I do it when I'm just like sitting down, is I like cross my ankles or whatever. Do you ever cross your ankles like when you're just sitting there?
yeah.
Yeah. Like you just try and align and like find a comfy groove in between like your ankles or whatever. I'll do that when I'm lying down. So then like I'll have like my ankle and like my knees kind of like in a groove right there. I got bony knees and bony ankles, and so and so I'll try and find a groove where they can just like sit, and I'm like, oh, that's comfy. And then all of a sudden, like 8 seconds later, I'm like, oh no, I have bony knees and ankles, and now they're just digging into each other. So then I think what I end up doing is I end up sliding the blanket in between my legs, and then I lie that way, and then I don't know why I don't do that from the start, but I'm just like, let's try a new way. Why? It
I was
never
gonna
works.
say, Sean, it sounds like you need like a body pillow or something that would allow you to have your legs separated.
Body pillow.
Oh my gosh. Life hack. It was me. I'm the genius.
It's me. I'm the genius.
Hi.
I recommended a body pillow.
Canadian staple, the butter tart.
Oh, yes.
You ever had one?
I have. I haven't had one in a while. I think the texture throws me off a little.
It has always kind of grossed me out.
Yeah.
I've never actually been brave enough to try one.
You've never had one?
I just did last week, but my dad has been the butter tart man my entire life.
Yeah.
People are like, oh yes, we're having a gathering. Mark, can you bring your butter tarts? I know that I come from a butter tart family who makes them correctly, but I just never have been brave enough. Last week, however, my husband was like, oh, I'm getting us a treat. And he is sitting on the couch. We're watching an episode of Gilmore Girls. And he keeps watching the clock. And then he's like, oh, it's almost time for me to go get it. And I just kept thinking, where is this treat coming from? What's happening? And he returned home with 24 butter tarts that had just come out of somebody's home bakery oven.
Wow. It's excessive.
Yeah, and he was
for someone
like,
that's never had one in your life. He's like, you know what we need 24 of? This.
yeah. And when he brings them home, he's like, I actually don't know if you like these. I was like, me either. I don't think I do.
So you tried one. How was it?
Delicious.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I might be a butter tart person. It's very sweet though, so I might be a once a month kind of butter tart person.
Chop one in half.
So there were 24 butter tarts on the counter. And over 2 days, I ate 2 of them.
Yeah.
And I came home from work the other day, and there were only 2 left.
Wow.
Yeah.
Gave them out to people, obviously.
I don't know. I just was like, wow, he really likes butter tarts.
Put that on your list. Butter tarts for your husband. Easy gift.
Good news for his heart, for his arteries, for his everything. I went to our deep freeze last night looking for something to make for supper, and there were 16 butter tarts in the freezer.
Is your Instagram feed slowly getting filled with Christmas stuff?
Yes, it is.
How about your own place? Is your own place getting filled with Christmas things?
You know what? I posted a picture of my place last night looking all cozy, but honestly, I never take my twinkly lights down.
It's always Christmas.
Always Christmas. I gotta keep that warm glow all year long.
Yeah. Yeah. Mine started just this week. I started noticing like just some Instagram stories from some friends and everything. It's just like, oh, trees up. Even in my own place right now on our like upstairs table, there's a mini tree on there and everything. And
your landlord likes Christmas.
Yeah, the tide has turned here, and I'm just noticing a nice little uptick in everything.
And how do you feel about it?
Are you my therapist?
I just want to know, are you like, is it too early? Are you like,
no, I'm
get
fine
that
with
cozy vibe away from me?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you for asking. I always say this is my therapy on this show here. How do I feel about... No, I'm fine with it. Whatever makes you happy, whatever makes you jiggle a little bit, you know? It's always so good to have that around.
Yesterday I was scrolling through Instagram stories and my friend posted a Bissell spot cleaner.
Never heard of it.
It's like a little green machine, I think. It's a little tiny vacuum that, like, if you, I don't know, spill wine on your couch, it would, like, get it out.
Oh.
Basically, if you have kids and they wet the bed, it's great for cleaning your mattresses and stuff.
Okay, so is this like taking away the nitty-gritty work that a human would do and then a machine does it instead?
Yeah, there's no scrubbing involved.
I'm listening.
You put some detergent and some water in there.
Yes.
It eats it up itself. You just put it on the spot and apparently it's gone.
Yeah, no elbow grease from a human. This is a machine thing.
Yes. And so she posted this in her stories and was like, friends, this is the best thing in the world. You need it. This is the cheapest I've ever seen it posted. It's in the flyers. And I was like, do I need that? I don't have children and I don't usually spill, but perhaps for that great price, I do. And so I have been kind of like scouring the flyers because I am looking for a new vacuum cleaner.
Oh, okay.
And so I called her and I was like, hey, I need a new vacuum cleaner, but do I need to add this to my repertoire as well as somebody without kids?
Oh, you reached out.
I had to. I was like, this is my friend. She's got the hap. She's making a recommendation. I need more info. I don't want to just go read the reviews. I want to talk to a human. She insisted that this was a great thing. So I made my shopping list. The flyer starts on Thursday, and I might have to get the green machine.
I think you are getting it. The fact that you reached out, I think, is enough to say that you are getting it.
You're probably right. I also need to buy a vacuum, so I'm just going to be like all about the floor cleaners this week.
There we go. Maybe negotiate something. Maybe if I buy one, give me a deal on the other type of thing, you know?
I don't know if like big box stores haggle, but we could try.
Yeah, try it out. Things that you have been persuaded to buy because someone else recommended it. You are on the verge of getting maybe some potential house cleaning items, hey?
Yeah, maybe a vacuum, maybe a spot cleaner. We'll see what happens.
That's right. A little more deeper diving into all that. But 780-791-1037, you can text or call. We actually had someone text in and said the green thing cleaner, garbage.
Okay, I know. I'm a little bit like I'm thankful for the recommendation, but now I'm second guessing my friend being so glowing reviews about it when we've got somebody else being like, don't do it.
Yeah, maybe it's just average. Maybe one friend says it's incredible, the other friend says it's garbage. Now you average those out, it's in the middle. Maybe it's just somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, and I don't need mediocre cleaning appliances. So it's probably going to stay on the shelf now.
A very popular one that a lot of people are saying. We had Carol Ann text in. We had Donna text in an air fryer. Do you have one of those? You seem like you have everything.
I do have a lot of appliances, but an air fryer to me just seems like an extra oven that takes up counter space. And so I've never done it. Like, people are like, I cook my chicken nuggets in the air fryer. I'm like, they might taste a little better, but it's not worth the counter space. They go in the oven.
It's a little tiny oven that sits on your stove and cooks things faster.
Wastes all your space. No.
A little tiny oven on top of your oven. Come on.
What I do have is an Instant Pot, and multiple people wrote in about that. And I actually call my Instant Pot now my pulled pork pot because that's the only thing I make in it. About once every 6 months, I take it out of the cupboard and make some pulled pork. And then I'm like, I have a giant appliance that I literally use twice a year.
How instant does it make the pulled pork?
It still takes like an hour and a half.
No, not so instant.
I know. Perhaps I should just switch back to the oven.
But your air fryer could do it faster. Everyone's raving about the air fryer.
Oh my God.
And so now I've just been struggling because my tires are stored at a place. And I logged onto their online portal to book a tire change, and it said wait till January.
Right. And then they wouldn't answer their phone. And so you were like, I'm going to have to make a field trip here, and then I'm going to have to walk through rows and rows of people's tires.
Yeah.
to find mine.
I was willing to change it myself. I was willing to go and just be like, hey, let me go in your warehouse. I'll grab my winter tires. I'll do it myself. I'll bring back my summers and I'll put them back in the spot where I found my winters, right?
You're ready.
I was ready to do that. But yesterday I go in there full of respect and kindness, and guess what?
What?
Boom. Tomorrow. Tires
You're
change.
kidding.
Tires change tomorrow.
That's amazing.
I don't even have to do them.
You don't even have to wait till 2023. You don't even have to go through tire heaven and find all of the tires that everybody else that didn't talk kindly to a worker. You just go there?
Yeah. I put on my dirtiest jacket. I put on like my big steel toe boots, like my mitts. I was ready to muck it up in this tire warehouse to grab them. And she was like, yeah, I'll get you in tomorrow. I was like, you are the biggest angel I've ever seen in my life. And I could kiss you on the lips right now.
I'm sure she would have appreciated that and then found you a date in 2024 to get your tires changed. You know, I don't watch horror movies or anything scary because I don't like the nightmares that come after it.
Yeah, I do know that.
And I'm one of those people too that like it's not a nightmare after you watch it once and then it's done. Like I hold on to those very terrifying scenes forever.
Yeah, you do. That's what therapy's for, but we'll move on.
But in 2016, that show Black Mirror came out.
Yes, love it.
And it's like kind of like a look at what the future might be like if we continue down the track of AI and phones.
Yeah, just anything in general.
Just
like it's always just like concept ideas that could be real.
That feel very real.
Yeah.
And they have definitely, those episodes, given me nightmares, so much so that I've just been like, you know what? I don't need to watch this. And I think only like 2 episodes come out every couple years of this show. But my husband loves it.
Understandably.
And he's on like a Black Mirror kick right now, and he's rewatching the episodes that
I've been meaning to do that.
They're the episodes that haunted me, though. Oh, no. I come into the living room, I'm like, oh, dear, here we are again. I've seen this in my dreams for the last 5 years, and now... Yep, just as I remembered it, just as my brain imprinted it. Like,
you're like, can we go back to Gone with the Wind, honey? I need something settling over here.
Excuse me, it's Gilmore Girls. I'm not
whatever.
in Heartland. It's like Gone with the Wind. Like, give me a little bit of credit here, Sean.
Want more of today's show?
Download the Mixed Mornings and More podcast.
Now available every weekday.